Welcome to yet another video. If you want to know how I made this pie right here, keep on watching. And how we call this Slagroom vlaai. I'm not sure how to translate it, but it's a custard and whipped cream pie with a crust made with yeast. It's a bit in between cake batter and a bread dough, I would say. It's actually a German pie, though a city here in the Netherlands, Limburg, are known for a version of their own. I'm not making that one today though. Let's not waste any more time on the intro and dive straight into it. I meant straight into the video. In a big bowl I measured 250 grams of flour and about 5 grams of dry active yeast. On top of the yeast I poured 100 milliliters of milk, which is on room temperature, followed by half an egg, ,40 grams of butter and 30 grams of sugar. Make sure the butter and the egg are on room temperature too. Mix the ingredients. You can either do this by hand or with a mixer. If you have a stand mixer, please use it. I had to knead this dough by hand as my hand mixer wasn't doing a good job. By hand it took me about, I listened to 3 songs, so I was kneading for about 10 minutes. Oh yeah, put in half a teaspoon of salt when the dough started to form a bit. Don't put the salt in the beginning because it will prevent the yeast from doing its job. Once you are done kneading, cover the dough and set aside for 30 minutes. As the dough is resting for about 30 minutes, I'm making the filling, which is a vanilla custard. For this I used 2 egg yolks, 40 grams of cornstarch, 100 grams of sugar and 500 milliliters of milk and half a teaspoon of vanilla. You can also use a fresh vanilla bean if you have it. If so, leave out the vanilla extract. Pour half of the sugar with the eggs, together with the vanilla and all of the cornstarch. Pour a little bit of cold milk so it will mix easier. If you use fresh vanilla, scrape out the inside of the bean and mix it through the egg mixture. And place the empty vanilla bean in the milk. Take the other half of the sugar and pour it into the milk. And cook the milk. Once the milk starts to cook, pour a little from the hot milk to the egg mixture. Mix it, then pour it all back to the hot milk in the pan. Make sure the heat is low and to keep on whisking. When the custard is nice and thick, pour it in a clean bowl, cover with plastic and set aside for it to cool. Make sure the plastic is right on top of the custard. Don't leave too much air in between the custard and the plastic foil. When the dough has rested for 30 minutes, roll it out nice and thin. Oh, hey there, sorry for interrupting. Do you like this video already? Make sure to like, subscribe and comment underneath this video. I would love to hear your feedback, and yeah, I will not disturb you anymore, and enjoy the rest of the video. making small ones, but this recipe is also enough for a 24 cm baking tray. Make sure to prepare the materials with a bit of butter before putting the dough in it. Once the tins are filled with dough, make little holes in it to give the dough an opportunity to let out any air when it's in the oven. Loose the custard up a bit by whisking it, and then fill the tins. Spread out evenly and bake it for about 18 minutes in the oven on 170 degrees. Now I'm on to the topping. I decided to make crushed caramel peanuts for on top. This part is a freestyle, so I didn't measure it, but it's not too hard, so just have fun with it. Cover the pan with a thin layer of sugar and melt it. After the sugar is melted, add another thin layer of sugar until you have the desired amount of caramel. Then add a pinch of salt and the peanuts. Let it cool completely before crushing them. And there you have it. This is also nice to eat with ice cream or with a bit of yogurt. Next is the whipped cream. Measure the cream and add a maximum of 10% sugar. Whip the cream and top the custard pies. Cover them with crushed caramel peanuts and you're finished. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. I surely enjoyed making it. Did you like this recipe and you want to make it yourself? Feel free to share your version of this cake with me. I would love to see him. For now, I would say, yeah, once again, thank you for watching and see you when I see you. Bye.